Shout out to all my guys and goddesses checking out this video. I am C the Spiritual Goddess here for another video. In this video, we're going to talk about the beef between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Yes, guys and goddesses, we're going to see how this ends. Things exploded on Twitter recently, so we're going to talk about it. It got really, really dark. We're going to talk about it here. If this is something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, what up, though? I am C the Spiritual Goddess, your psychic bestie. And if you're a oldie but goodie, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Guys and goddesses, tell me, are you Team Nicki, Team Cardi, or either one of them in this beef? Okay. Alright, let's get into it. Don't forget, if you do want to book a reading with me, I do have new readings at more affordable prices. If you're new here, I do suggest getting a general reading that is $25. That tells you your past, present, and future, your current energy, messages from your ancestors. So go ahead and check that out. I'll put the link below. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, first off, I don't care which side you're on. You guys know I love Nicki and I like Cardi. I do have a more detailed reading coming on her and Stefan after this. I personally feel like they both were wrong. I don't care who started first. Spare me the details. They were both wrong for bringing up children. I do see there's more spotlight on Nicki Minaj, which the industry was going to do anyway. But they both were wrong and that both was trash. I don't believe in bringing kids in this. So, that's my opinion. If you want to know, you don't have to agree with me, child, but that's how I feel. Okay. Let's get into how are they feeling. Let's start with Cardi B. How does Cardi B feel after the aftermath of them going back and forth? What is her feelings? How does she feel? How is she feeling with the aftermath? I'm gonna be real. She's uneasy. She feels like it's not finished. She does not like how it went down. Whether she admits it or not, it did not help her business wise, and she realized that. I'm getting someone who actually might be a little sad about this. She's angry, but she's sad that she got to this level a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if her partner is not happy with this Stefan. I'm definitely getting that, yeah, she is not happy. I feel like she doesn't feel like she got... I don't care what the GP is saying. Does she feel like she won this? No, she doesn't feel like that. She doesn't feel like that. I feel like this has kind of messed with her emotionally. If I have to be honest with you. Yeah, let's see. How does Nicki feel about this? And I feel like behind the scenes, this is not a good thing for Cardi's business. Okay, how does Nicki feel about this afterwards? How does she feel? I'm gonna be real. Nicki is also not doing well. Like, this has not been good on both of them. I feel like who's ever behind the scenes that controls these ladies, whether it's like the label or anything like that, they're both telling them, like, in their own way, like, you're kind of messing up everything. Like with Cardi, I'm getting, this was a stain on her rollout with Nicki. I'm getting, like, if she is a publicist or anyone, they're like, you're making an uphill battle for yourself. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. No matter what her purpose was for doing this, I see what people are saying. And I get it whether I agree with it or not. This did not help her at all. I'm even getting, there may have even been an offer on the table that someone wants to pull back from because of all of this, believe it or not. I know some people are like, she Nicki Minaj. I'm getting, yeah, this is not really good. Okay. Alright. At the core of this, what is the tea? What is the beef really about at the core of this? Let's start off with Cardi B's side. At the core. At the core of this, what is this beef about at the core? From Cardi B's side, from her perspective. I'm going to say something, and people may not like this. I feel at the core of this, what this really was about is Cardi was, and I still think in some ways, a fan of Nicki Minaj. That's what I'm getting. And I'm getting that it's sort of giving like groupie behavior kind of. I'm getting that there's a lot of disappointment when it comes to, and I said this before when I was talking about Cardi B beforehand. Cardi B's career is always associated with Nicki. And in a sense, she does benefit like that. But at the same time, it causes a lot of issues in her space. I do feel like she was trying to move away a little bit from that, but not really. I also feel like they would get evidence on each other. I feel like their teams, first off, I do feel like their teams don't want them to get close. I feel like people behind the scenes, and I've been saying this, make more money when they beef versus if they were to come together. I do feel like Cardi just wants to square up with her. She feels like, she has whatever this tea is on Nicki. She feels like she has her tea. And I feel like what she said wasn't even everything. She wants to spill a lot more. That's what I'm definitely getting. But I'm getting in a warped sense. She probably would never admit this, but we know she was a fan. I feel like part of her still wants that. No matter what the general public thinks of Nicki, Nicki is still regarded high in the industry. Cardi B wants that respect. Okay. What is at the core when it comes to Nicki? What's the core of the beef from her standpoint? What is the core of the beef from her standpoint? Okay. Nicki feels like two things. One, she feels like Cardi B has a lot to do. She feels like Rock Nation, of course, but Cardi B and her antics, whatever happened to Offset, has a lot to do with how her husband and her relationship is looked at negatively. I get a feeling her husband, I want to say, kind of amps her up. Like, I'm getting Nicki feels like it's me and you against the world and everybody is coming up against us. One of the people is like the Cardi B, the train of Cardi B, I'm getting. So that's a part of it. Not saying true, I'm just telling you what I'm getting. I also get that she feels like Cardi B is played out. She feels like, she's done. She feels like she's not really nothing in the industry. She feels like because of Cardi B and that era during the hate train, she has a bad reputation. She feels like it's Cardi B's fault. And she feels like Cardi B got profited off of her downfall. And she doesn't like it nor respect it. That's what I'm getting. She feels like that. Okay. Alright, so how would this end? What's going to happen? How would this end between this feud? Let's get into how will this feud end between them. They're going to go back and forth on social media again, just so you know, guys and goddesses. Unfortunately, we haven't heard the end of that. So, this is going to happen again. In my opinion, just putting a record, like, all that back and forth. So, there's going to be allegations of money issues coming out about one of the ladies. I also feel like they need to be careful. I can see someone getting canceled for what they say. Something they say. The fans are going to keep the drama going. It's going to keep going with the fans. And they're going to keep going back and forth with each other. Like, it's going to always be, I got to get one up. I don't think, I could be wrong, I don't see nobody physically fighting, but will members of their teams. And this is why I say the industry is full of shit. All these gatekeepers, they can't at least try to get them together. Like, it's really stupid in the industry. That's why I tell people, your regular life, a lot of times, more than not, is better than that BS they be having going on in the industry. There is going to be talks about people and their team getting into it, getting physical with each other. So there needs to be tight security, not just around the two ladies, but people on their team. I do feel like it's going to be hostile, and I feel like it's going to be a lot of drama. Will they ever make up is the question. Will they ever make up? I think I answered this before, but let's see. They will make up eventually. It's gonna be a long road, child. I do see someone coming in trying to make them sit down. It'll be a long road, but I definitely see that. When will we hear something out of the two with this feud again? When will this start back up? They're going to start up again this year around the holidays. So we're gonna hear about it again. I'm tired of them, honestly. You guys know I'm a fan, but if y'all ain't gonna put in the booth, let it go. I don't like this social media back and forth. But that's just me. Alright guys and goddesses, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to book your readings. Guys and goddesses, I do have new readings available. Like new niche type readings. I have different love readings available that you can get. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or a situationship. If you need help money-wise, I have money readings available. Also general readings and phone readings available. All of my readings start off at $25. I even have virtual guidance for cheaper. So if there is something you're interested in, go ahead and check out my site. If you want to be in the next group candle ritual, which I'm about to announce soon, sign up for my email list on my website so you can be a part of that, okay? Until then, oh my gods and goddesses, see you in the next video. Peace.